Know how this is going to change the way you do Instacart forever. Hello, beautiful people. It's Nancy here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to find gold mines in your city, okay? You need to work gold mines so that you can maximize your earnings every single week on Instacart. And I'm going to teach you how to find gold mines right in your city, because every single city, every town has a gold mine, okay? So first things first, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. So a gold mine is basically a store where you can walk in and you can easily get batches for $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80. Easily get batches nearing the $100 mark. That is what's considered a gold mine, and there are literally stores like that everywhere, but you have to learn where they are. And as you do Instacart, you'll learn the stores that are gold mines, because you'll work these areas and you'll be like, wait, every time I go to the store, I always get a badge over $30. So that's the indicator to you that this store is a gold mine, because it's consistently giving you batches over $30. So the first way to locate a gold mine is to shop in affluent areas. Every single city, every single town, every single state has what's called an affluent area, okay? In that zip code, it just means that the people who live in that zip code earn significantly higher income compared to everybody else in that city. That's what makes it an affluent area. So you're going to see multi-million-dollar mansions, you're going to see Ferraris, you're going to see G-Wagons, you're going to see a lot of lavish things, because that is an affluent area, okay? Those people earn a lot of money. So you want to shop in those areas, because a lot of times gold mines are literally in those areas. Okay, I personally have a gold mine that is in one of those areas, and I literally start my day in that area, because every time I go into that store, I know I'm gonna get at least a $40 batch. So you just have to work different areas. Well, you know, as you do Instacart, you'll learn the areas, but you could also just do a Google search and just type in affluent areas in Miami, affluent areas in Detroit, and it'll literally pull up zip codes for you, and from there you can work those zip codes and tap into some gold mines, okay? That is really the number one way to tap into gold mines on Instacart, because again, where those people live, they're going to be shopping in the stores that are located around where they live. So if you're their Instacart shopper, if you're already in that area, first of all, you're going to have priority, because once you get into a particular zone, Instacart boosts you up in the queue, basically, okay? So if you're already in that area and somebody in that zip code places an order, then you have a higher likely chance of seeing that order quicker, which means you have a higher chance of accepting it and then shopping that particular batch. So number one is to shop in affluent areas, okay? Tap into that money. The second thing you want to do to locate gold mines is you want to shop in areas that have a higher population density compared to other areas where you live. All right. So where do people mostly work and live where you reside? Okay. That's where you want to shop, where there's a higher population, because if there's more people, there's a higher chance that you're going to get more orders, access to more batches, you know, things of that nature, versus being in more of a rural area where there's less people, right? So your chances of getting a batch are going to be significantly lower. So just make sure you try to work areas that are busy, right? Now, when I say busy, I want to make sure I clarify that they're not like areas that are just like really like heavily trafficked, like too much traffic and commotion, because that could also set you back as an Instacart shopper. But you want to make sure it's an area that's busy, but not excessively busy, so where you can't get in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. But you just kind of learn those areas where you live that's like, you know, moderately busy, you know, not like significantly populated, because then that becomes a havoc, because you can't get really in and out. Talk to other Instacart shoppers who live where you live, right? A lot of times when you're shopping at a store, you're not the only Instacart shopper in that store. There's been plenty of times where I'm like Instacart shopping and I'll see somebody scanning something and I'm like, oh, you do Instacart, right? And we've had conversations. I've spoken to people who do Instacart, and you know, there was one guy, it was like an Italian guy. We were at a Sprouts and he had a 3 shop and deliver, and he told me it was like $60 something, right? And I will talk to people, you will talk to people, and you know, just exchange information. And I started shopping at that Sprouts, and that Sprouts actually ended up being a Goldmine. Can y'all believe that? So again, that's another way to tap into Goldmines, is to talk to other Instacart shoppers. Because I saw he was doing it. I said, wait a minute, how much is your batch? And he told me, and I was actually shopping at that Sprouts too, but he actually got a Goldmine batch. And I want to talk about unicorn batches, because that's actually a unicorn batch, right? So unicorn batch is a batch that you don't really see very frequently on Instacart, but they do pop up. And when they pop up, you want to be that person to accept, right? So a unicorn batch can be something that's like $80, $90, $100. Some of these batches go up to the $200 range or more. That is considered a unicorn batch. Again, you don't really see them on Instacart, but they are there. And the unicorn batches are most likely going to be at your Goldmine stores. And that's why it's important to really identify these Goldmine stores so that you have a higher chance of getting a unicorn batch. Now, I want to ask y'all, have y'all ever gotten a unicorn batch? I've gotten a unicorn batch, and it was actually in September. I got the batch in September. It was for $104. And it was from a Restaurant Depot. And the lady whose order was the sweetest lady ever. She was a Hispanic lady, and she owned a Mexican restaurant. And she ended up giving me a tip, like in the app, and as well as a cash tip. And she was like, here, take this just for some gas. I was like, business must be booming, honey, because she had a Mexican restaurant. It was a cute little, it was a cute little restaurant, and she was just the sweetest lady ever. It was over $100, and it was just like a lot of restaurant stuff. It was a Restaurant Depot batch, and that's also another store that also is considered a Goldmine store, actually, Restaurant Depot, but where I live, so you learn these different stores, and that was one of the biggest batches. I think that actually was the biggest batch I ever got. Have you ever gotten a unicorn batch? Comment below and let me know, because I'm curious to hear, like, what are some of these numbers looking like? Has anybody ever gotten a $200 batch, like $300? Like, what are some of these numbers looking like? Mine was 104. But moving on, so I also wanted to tell you, again, to make sure you talk to other Instacart shoppers, because I'm telling you, some of them will tell you, like, the stores that have all the money, child. Like, they're like, you need to shop at this store, you're gonna get some money. So yeah, that's the third way, is to talk to other Instacart shoppers. Also, I would say the fourth way to really identify gold mines is to just one day turn on your Instacart app and just drive around. Don't drive around for an excessive amount of time, but just drive around your city. Drive around your city, because sometimes it could be areas that are not affluent areas, but areas that there's not a lot of Instacart shoppers in that particular area. So what happens is when an area doesn't have a lot of Instacart shoppers in it, you become that main Instacart shopper, and a lot of those orders go straight to you. So that's another thing to also keep in mind as well, is like really just locating areas that are not necessarily affluent areas, but areas that don't really have a lot of Instacart shoppers working that area, because you can tap into that those stores as well, and they could be considered gold mines, not because they're in an affluent area, but because there's not a lot of people working that area. So the last thing you want to do is work Instacart on its busiest days, and that is Saturday and Sunday. When you work Instacart on Saturday and Sunday, you can easily see which stores are pushing out these big orders, right? Because a lot of times with orders on Saturday and Sunday, they're like boom, 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 boom. So you can really see these orders coming in at a very rapid rate, and you can really see which stores are pushing out $30, $40, $50 orders, okay? That's another way that you can tap into gold mines. Guys, you really want to work your gold mine stores to make a lot of money on Instacart. That is going to be a game changer. I'm telling you, what I'm telling you right now is going to change the way you do Instacart forever. It's going to make you make more money. It's going to make you enjoy doing Instacart more because you're making more money. Work your gold mine stores, guys. And if you have any questions, if you just want to leave a comment about your experience working gold mine stores, if you didn't even know gold mine stores was a thing, just comment and let me know, and I'll respond to you. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.